Yes, it's Friday, which means it's time for Cin-Emma Extra. Emma Jerome, our couch potato extraordinaire, joining us now with what's new and hot to the streaming world and to the theater.
Yeah, Emma, good to have you back. What's been happening in entertainment?
Yeah, I wasn't here last week, but it doesn't mean I was offline. And if you're even a modicum of the amount online than I am, then surely you've seen the discourse around this first pick. So streaming right now on Netflix, this is Baby Reindeer.
So you're a comedian?
Sort of.
It's not going well.
So is that a question?
Somebody hurt you, didn't they? Who was it?
Martha, can you let go of my hand now, please? Martha, please let go!
Don't you dare!
Baby Reindeer follows bartender and comedian Donnie Dunn after he offers a cup of tea to customer Martha to cheer her up, following which Martha develops a strong attachment to Donnie and starts coming to his bar every day, harassing him online, stalking him in real life. And this movie gets dark, or this show rather, this really does get dark. It takes preconceived notions of abuse and flips them on their head. It's a story told in the most honest way possible by the man who lived it, Richard Gadd, who wrote it and stars in it. Baby Reindeer, raw, compelling, hard to watch, but you can't stop watching, streaming on Netflix right now. Emily, I know that you've at least seen a few episodes of this, right?
I think I'm 4 or 5 episodes in, enough to where it gets dark. There were a couple episodes I watched last night actually that I thought, wow, kind of wish they'd had like a more prominent like content warning at the front of the episode, and I don't say that often. It was intense.
Well, wow. I'll come on these segments and usually I'll watch like an episode or two and try to give like my best my best idea of what's good and how you can watch it. But I watched every episode of this series because, like I said, it was so like compelling but hard to watch.
Yeah, it does. It sucks you in.
Based on a true story, and Richard Gadd, the guy who wrote it and starred in it, when asked like how much of it is true, he says it's all emotionally 100% true. So
what does that mean? It's all emotionally 100% true.
Well, you have to take certain liberties legally, right? You can't use the same names of certain people, and some things change for able to be aired.
Settings and characters.
But the things that happened to him, the emails that they show in the show, the conversations they have, he says they are verbatim. So this is really taking a really close look. And like I said, it's so emotionally raw because this man experienced all this, and now he was writing it and acting it. It has been in the works for quite some time. I think he wrote it in 2019. It just premiered on Netflix last month.
Wow.
So Baby Reindeer.
It's up there on like the top 10 shows that people are streaming right now for good reason. Once you start watching it, you're like, oh my gosh, who else has seen the show? Have to talk to them about it.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Exactly, and you can very much go down the rabbit hole afterwards, of which I probably will.
Yeah, we can. We'll chat when I finish it.
Yeah,
I don't even know what else is ahead.
What else
we'll
you got,
offline
Emma?
for sure. Yes. Yeah. So another talker, and this has been a talker for some time. This is new to theaters, and in theaters right now, I have the action flick, The Fall Guy.
You've been a ghost. No phone call, no text.
It's not like I didn't want to apologize.
You don't have to explain anything. It was just a fling. So how have you been? God, I hate that thumbs up stuff, guy stuff.
This stars Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, and let me be blunt, Emily is a star. Get it? Ha 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 ha, I'm insufferable. Directed by David Leitch and loosely based on the 1980s TV series about stunt performers, it follows a stuntman played by Ryan Gosling working on his ex-girlfriend's directorial debut action film, only to find himself involved in a conspiracy surrounding the film's lead. So this is directed by former stuntman David Leitch, and this movie really does go there. It was so fun to watch, and it gives you the crash, bang, boom that sometimes you just crave. The Fall Guy is in theaters right now. I went to see this over the weekend, and it reminded me of really theaters being back open and how it draws people. I don't usually see movies on the weekend. I usually see them on the weekdays, but a week after this premiered, I saw it over the weekend, it was a full theater. So it was really fun. And directed by a former stuntman himself.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I love Ryan Gosling, just continuing on his like reign of being the world's nicest guy. Has done so much PR for this film, putting some of the stuntmen in the spotlight with him, and like really talking about all that goes into making these types of movies. So I think it's really cool to get to see that for a change.
I know, and it's so funny to watch because it's a movie about a movie being made, right? So not only do you have to have the extra equipment to watch a movie about a movie being made to make that movie, but then you have to have the stuntmen playing the actors.
It's very meta.
It does sound very meta.
I know, and I mean, my mind just went there because I'm always thinking too much, but it was so fun to watch, and it broke a record for most cannon rolls in a car. So like they really did go there when it comes to like the stunts. Super fun. Highly recommend. Very, very fun. And so stars Emily Blunt, of course, and she's known for her jaw-dropping performances in Oppenheimer or acting with her husband in the Quiet Place movies. But I also think it's worth turning back the clock and watching a few movies of hers from the days of yore, i.e. like 10 or 20 years ago. And so I consider this first movie to be part of the pop culture zeitgeist. So I was shocked to learn Travis hasn't seen it. And today, Travis, I implore you to change that. This is The Devil Wears Prada, and the movie follows Andy Sachs, played by Anne Hathaway, an aspiring journalist, as she is hired to be the personal assistant of fashion magazine CEO Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep. This is part of the Emma Jerome top 5 most quotable movies, and this starring Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, and supported by Emily Blunt. The Devil Wears Prada is streaming on Max right now. Such a fun movie to watch. And in a genre 180, the next Blunt-forward film I have for you is Sicario. This film follows a principled FBI special agent who is enlisted by a government task force to bring down the leader of a powerful and brutal Mexican drug cartel. Blunt stuns in this as you follow her inner turmoil and really her having to fight about what she considers too far to get what is necessary done. She's so endearing in this and any film to me, so she's so endearing even in the rough and tumble ones like this. Directed by Denis Villeneuve, the mind behind the Dune movies, Sicario, streaming on Prime Video right now. Emily, I know you've seen The Devil Wears Prada.
I
Can you
have
believe
not
that
seen
came out? You haven't
I was
seen
gonna say, I have not
Sicario.
seen Sicario, so there's my homework.
It's good, but can you believe that The Devil Wears Prada came out almost 20 years ago?
Oh my
wow.
gosh, Emma, I just learned earlier in this hour that I only have a few years left of being cool. And now you gotta remind me of it another way, just how old I am.
I think our ship passed a while ago. I don't think we're making it to 39
I know, like
on
I
the
said,
Be
I was
Cool
never
train.
cool. But I'm pretty impressed. I forgot how much range Emily Blunt has. You know, to just kind of look back at some of those other movies.
I know, and you can go on her like IMDb page, and she's almost like one of those sneaky stars where she is certainly like a bona fide A-lister, but you don't necessarily think of these other films that she's in when you see how prominent she's been in years past with the Quiet Place films and of course with Oppenheimer. So Emily Blunt, you know, it's good to be reminded that she is cool no matter what age she is.
I was gonna say, she is timelessly cool, that's for sure.
All right, and I'll watch Devil Wears Prada at some point. For the record, I was never avoiding it. If you were going to name the list of movies I haven't seen, it's a very long list. So
that one doesn't seem like one that would have stood out to you. I understand.
I didn't watch Star Wars until like 3 years ago.
Well,
so
you do need to watch it so you can understand all of our Devil Wears Prada references.
I will do that. I had some joke about it being cerulean and not blue. That's as far as I've gone so far.
It's the best monologue of all time, Travis.
Oh, the pain I cause Emma. And on that note, we're going to end it there. All right, Emma, have a great weekend. Bye.